Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see the second-year man Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills as they match up with Big Ben Roethlisberger, and the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL leads us to a snow-covered Heinz. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Bills being led out by their quarterback, the 7th overall pick of the 2018 draft. It's Josh Allen. And of course, the Bills, they've been looking for a franchise quarterback for a number of years, and now they think they have their guy. He certainly had his moments as a rookie, including an impressive win in Minnesota in his second NFL start. LaShawn McCoy, the 31-year-old running back, his first carry. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And Jones has it over the middle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 44-yard line. Jones last year led the Bills, 652 receiving yards, 7 touchdowns, more than double his production from 2017. Now they're hoping for an even bigger bump this year. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Allen, this will be caught by Brown. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
And how about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Here's Benny Snell Jr., the rookie from Kentucky. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose, and he fires one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Allen going to leave it on the draw for McCoy. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Here's a guy coming off a strong rookie season, Gus Edwards. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. And now they'll throw with Allen. Throw left side complete. That's McCoy. And McCoy loses the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. First carry of the game for Jalen Samuels. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On second down now. Snell, he's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down right around the 37. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
On first down, it's Snell again. These are his numbers from last week's contest. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Ed Oliver in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 4 catches, 67 yards, and a touchdown. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
And now has 11 touchdowns on the season, and in no way is that just simply luck. That's a great combination of route running, determination, and making nice catches.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the first quarter.
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement because now everyone wants to get involved with this. Who's going to continue that process? Who's going to get to the quarterback this week? But they have to be careful. When you have that much pressure, they want to use it against you. Draws, screens, those types of plays.
Let's see if they do that. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll run with Snell to begin the drive. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On On second down, Snell, and he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. It's a 5-yard pickup that time on what will wind up being the final play of this first quarter.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. The 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom. In the league and converting on third down, they needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, third down conversions. So they got one there. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Roethlisberger. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 32-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run the counter. Snell. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down now, Snell. And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 23.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. 49, check 49.
Trying to run for it with Snell. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
Man, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensive. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Allen. And that's complete to Croft. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
Ready?
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Tyler Croft, the tight end, the one he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Allen throwing again. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
The Bills' passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another first down. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Devin Bush in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Here's Allen to throw it, and that is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Bills' passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
Check 15, check 15.
On play action, Allen. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Bud Dupree has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
Yeah, let's get second.
On second down, here's Allen. But it's caught on the right side. It's Smith.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here, 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
Here's Snell. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
180.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. Tackle made there by Jordan Poyer. And the Steelers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the...
And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. 3rd down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Heading back out there, Jalen Samuels. You can count his carries on one finger. They've only given him the rock 1 time, Charles. What gives?
So we can't draw any conclusions just yet. He has to touch the ball multiple times in order to get into a rhythm and have a chance to have success. You know who else gets into a rhythm? The offensive line. They feel better about what they're doing when they know they've had multiple opportunities to get it done.
Yeah, well, the conclusion we can draw so far, they're losing here in the second quarter. Let's see if they change tunes. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The Steelers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Roethlisberger will throw. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Now Roethlisberger on first down. find Juju Smith-Schuster. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Roethlisberger. And the pressure gets to him again. Jerry Hughes racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And that one will be no good. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go!
Here comes Ben Roethlisberger and the Steeler offense back onto the field. And that first half was nothing short of a disaster. 0 points on the scoreboard and a big 3 in the INT column.
So they've got to get him going, obviously, right? So you've got to get him in rhythm. And we always think of short passes. I think of jet sweeps where they just kind of toss the ball forward. You know, that counts as a forward pass. And then you can say to him, look at that. You completed 3, 4, 5 in a row. Now you've got to get your confidence going.
Defensively, Harrison Phillips there to stop him.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll go with Snell here on first down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards there to start the drive and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Star Latulele in on the tackle. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On the handoff, it's Snell. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards there and a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
They come out here in the eye.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. Now it's Roethlisberger. Flushed out right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
This defense continues to be good on third down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this? Let's try to get it in the end zone.
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect. And
he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Lorenzo Alexander. And this shutout is going to continue as the defense holds again. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. T.J. Watt in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Throwing now is Allen. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Over the middle here to Brown. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The Bills send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Coming up later tonight, Sunday Night Football, a good one in SoCal. The Vikings and the Chargers from Dignity Health Sports Park. Coverage at 8:20 Eastern, 5:20 Pacific on EA Sports. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. A first down run not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, able to break that one up.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
26, Mike. Round 80.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Cameron Hayward has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Allen now looks to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Zay Jones was the intended receiver, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Allen. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Switzer on the return. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He is knocking on the door for 100 yards in this ball game.
And it's so important. It doesn't seem like it's that big of a deal, just short of it, a little bit over. A little bit over feels better to everyone. Offensive line, running back, team totals, just something magical about breaking that barrier.
Yeah, he's right there on the doorstep now. Throwing on second down. Roethlisberger. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster with touchdown number 8 on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Looking to throw again on second down. Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. They were trying to go to Brown once again, and it's 3rd and 4. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Here we go.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They'll run here with Edwards. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground with McCoy this time. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Back now in Pittsburgh. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Back now in Pittsburgh. To the air. Allen. 7-7 is our score. Pretty even matchup so far as we start quarter number 4. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
All right, field goal gets you the lead here. But I might want to just go ahead and go for something big.
Oh, come on, you got to kick it.
You got to be glad I'm not the head coach here, right? The whole team would want to revolt at this point.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now this pass to Vance McDonald complete. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Roethlisberger now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Tackles. Slam.
Alert.
49.
Alert.
49 the mic.
Blockers,
Now it's Roethlisberger. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Roethlisberger. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Yeah, baby. Boom.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
So they wound up passing on a long field goal try, but that works out for him really well. That one's down inside the 5-yard line.
And it's risky because your punter, if he puts it in the end zone, the net result not worth it, but there, I think worth it. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And he lost the football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is.
Oh, we got it. Good job, Dean. Good job, Dean.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Here's Snell yet again. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Now here's Snell, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Well, if this defense can hold him to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because it didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd, and that is incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on our side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments, and you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Ed Oliver drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. McCoy, 5th season with the Bills after those 6 in Philadelphia. And remember, he had 4 or 5 years as a 1,000-yard rusher, but then last season really dipped down, just above 500 yards, only 3 touchdowns. Of course, watch the age as well. They did turn 31 back in July. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Hey, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Allen gonna throw. He finds McCoy. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4th.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Oh, he's taken down here by his face mask by the looks of it. And a penalty flag is going to give a much better starting position. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. A gain of 3, 2nd down. On 2nd down, Snell. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time. Oh, they come after him, and it's blocked. It's picked up. Remember, the ball is live. And a big play there, and the result, they'll get it 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Well, tie game, 4th quarter. Defense did its job. You're thinking you just want to get the ball in the punt. They got one better than that with a block.
And a monstrous play at this stage of the game. All things being equal, they want to run some clock and put points on the board. But bottom line, don't let those 3 points get away. It's a great chance to take the lead.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game. And they reacted poorly on that one.
This is Edwards. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. It's Big Vince Williams who made the tackle. On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get into all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, I was going to say, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal field position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory. And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
Roethlisberger to throw. Buying time to his left. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 41 yards. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, it's Snell. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. They're going to run again with Snell. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They're not going to kick it. A chip shot.